Hello, and welcome to another art stream. I'll be doing some Smaugust art challenges this month, and should be interesting. Let's see if we can get a good list, because that's the trick, isn't it? Is to find a good one. Smaugust. There isn't one yet. That would explain things. Oh wait, there is. Okay, this one's huh, there's a couple. We can always start with our the one I showed last week. Okay. This is kind of a cool thing too. There's one called Legendary Birds and Dragons. That might be kind of fun. I'll put this on my where's my cold. Restore. Oops. Come on. Oh, it has loaded. I know where they are. They're in that other drawing I just did. Right here. Oh no. I don't think I saved it. I lost all my things because I never made a Clip Studio version. Because yeah, this is what I was working on last week. By the end of it. So. And I apparently didn't save a Clip Studio version of this, so it's gone forever. Oh well. I'll just... Yeah, don't do that. Always make sure, because it will save... Although it's weird that oh no, here it is. Here we go. Sorry. False alarm. There's our art challenges. Let me just copy... Can I drag this in here? Nope. Oh yeah, I forgot I can just do screen capture. This is the list. See? Thunder, thunderbirds, thunderbirds. Hello, thanks for dropping by. Just getting set up for the night. Man, a lot of people have their own list for Smaugust. It's hard to choose one. Ah, that's kind of cool. Sorry, I'm looking, just admiring some of these. These are, yeah, some of these are kind of basic. Do 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 do. Like, some people do clever things like base the dragons off of food. I didn't even think of that. I think I did that. There was one last year that was like that. Interesting. Okay. So, so we could do Western Dragon based on trees and get both those. So, yeah. Oops, wrong thing. That's for... There. Okay. Oh yeah, I also started to work on well, I've been doing a little bit more work on this page for the comic. I'm gonna start coloring a little bit more. Maybe tonight if I get tired of channel stuff, I might go back to this. But I also, excuse me, I sneeze, I think. Nope. False alarm. I was working on this, which is going to be my animated opening. Like I do like an animatic. If I can fully animate, that'd be cool. But I don't think I have that kind of time. Well, I do because I have all the time I want on it, but we'll see. I might start with an animation, like an animatic, and then do an animation later for something else. But so we can make a tree dragon. Let's find a good tree. Or I know what to do. Since they're all over the place here. There's a couple that are around here, but I have one in mind specifically. Excuse me. Sorry. Like I'm sniffy and cold and everything's just... Okay. It's actually going to be darker like this. But that's my stuff. Okay. Just don't look for that. That's what... Yeah, I guess so. I have a few things like... I'm just thinking of like what to do with this, because thinking it's gonna be like a. It says it's like a Western dragon, so I'm gonna give it. Actually, you know what? I'm going too skinny here. Let's do like the ancient Magus bride, and make it this really old, big boy. Well, I don't want to copy it exactly. Let's look at big animals like okay, like hippos, or what else is there? Actually, we could look at whales. Actually, whales would be the best thing for dragons, because at least the kind of dragon I'm drawing right now would be more like is more whale-like than anything else. It's really big and it's going to be covered in trees.
Well, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog.
Okay. That was weird. Okay, let's make this smaller, because I do want this guy to be... He's going to have a smaller head and a big body, covered in trees. But I'm forgetting that I was supposed to base this on a Western dragon, so... Do 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 do. No. I think I remember someone doing a whale-based one for something last year, but my reference got in the way. Ain't it the wee? This is kind of just breaking the rule. The one thing that they have. You know what? I'm gonna look up some. This is gonna be good for another type of dragon, but I just think it's too far from. Too far from what we have with this. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Or maybe it's just the you've been here and the dumb viewer is just not. It's just updating weird. So there. Hide the viewer because it distracts me. But I'm working on some dragons for Smaugust. I was gonna. It might be fun to include my guy in some of them, but I'm not sure about all. Not all of them, but. I guess you kind of get, with a lot of designs, you do want to include the fangs. Maybe just have them peeking out, because... Yeah, he's... I was gonna mix this with having this be a one of the prompts on another list is maple leaf, but I might just we'll see if I get them to go together. The cool because the idea was I was gonna make it so he's covered in like maple leaf design, or covered in leaves, like he's got like a tree kind of. Oh yeah, that was the main thing I was supposed to be doing is a tree based dragon, not the Middle East, the Western dragon was just kind of like the most simple of the lists. So let's work. I'm gonna work more on the tree concept again. I was just trying to get out of I was almost making like a small dragon, and I was like, that's not gonna be a fun way to start this challenge. I think it's something different, like giving it multiple wings maybe, or I'm trying to think, different fun ways to like play around with it and yeah, just give it like this like interesting like cat-like almost build, or like I guess more like a Komodo dragon actually with this build, but. Oh wait, I forgot they're not feathers. They're actually supposed to be more pointed because they're just like skin that it can glide on. More bat-like. But I just wanted to try something different, like more like a flying lizard, and gliding lizards, those ones. But just play around with something different. I don't like the face though. It's kind of boring. Gotta find something to make it more interesting. Maybe something more crocodilian. Yeah, maybe something like that. I'm gonna make this lower opacity so I can play around with it. A different layer. Or maybe give it more of an axolotl kind of thing, since I want to go with the maple leaf. You could have like these be branches and the leaves are coming off of it, or like bunched up around it. I'm such a hair trigger about like any just voices on the music because it makes it harder to concentrate. So it's just like I caught myself almost just like leaping for the, for Streamlabs. Streamlabs, I mean. This is just another rough pass, but this is gonna be more like a. Cause this is okay. But I swear it keeps sounding like it wants to have someone break into song. I'm sure it would be nice, but it would also be hard to concentrate. So that's no good. Keep the arms the same because I like that. I like that kind of big, powerful pose I have going here. Like kind of. There we go. Of course. Cool. It's almost like an amphibian, actually. I didn't even mean to do that, but that's kind of cool. Like a long. Well, I mean, I did kind of because I said axolotl, so I think. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Just gotta get some water. Get some water. Hello. Right? Yeah, I had to switch to a different playlist. I was just like, wait, what? Oh no, we're going to singing. Yeah, one sec. I'm back. Sorry. What we do with the axolotl song. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and work on some dragons. Okay. Sorry. Hello! Wow, a lot of people. It's good. How was yours? It's pretty quiet. It was a pretty quiet day, but yeah, I figured with it being August, like the Smaugust was really fun last year when I tried it. So I'm gonna try and do a couple. And I was working on something for let's see. No, that's when I finished piece from yesterday. But yes, work on the comic some more, or I'm doing an animation for the or an animatic for the channel too, so that'll be interesting. What? No Avatar? Why? What was there going to be? Oh, you mean just talk of Avatar? Because I can talk Avatar, but yeah, I can go on. Could even do a dragon based on. Although they only had a few dragons, didn't they? Because most of them were hunted. So there was only Iroh's, and then Zuko had another one, and then there was the ones on the island. So mainly based around a specific type of dragon. So. Oh. Oh, they took it off? I thought I saw it. That's weird because I thought I saw it last weekend on Netflix. But maybe they did. Because are we talking? We're not talking the blue ones, are we? Because I don't think we're talking the blue ones. Because those ones are not mine. If anyone wants them, they can have them, but they're not mine. Yeah, I'm talking Airbender is what I was talking about. Because I can understand why people like it. It just never really appealed to me, though. But if you like it, that's fine. I mean, it's just unfortunately, it just kind of like, I think, I just don't like some of the actors in the first one. Like they were kind of cartoonish. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's. Oh, he 1 second. He's hiding. Bashful. He heard there were dragons, so he wanted to come in he wanted to be fashionably late. Let's say yes. Yes, of course it was. It's all according to my plan. Let's bulk up this guy so he's got a little more speed and strength. Like, I don't think what else. How else to make him look like a dragon? I mean, like a tree or like a. Did it say a tree or was it something else? I thought he said tree. Yeah. Tree. Yep. See? Tree. I mean, I don't know about that second part because I watched Korra, so. But I mean, he was mean, he lived in that one city for a while. I mean, that's pretty much all we know about him at the moment. With this new movie coming out, we'll find out more about like what happened after that, after they beat the Fire Nation. That wouldn't work. Maybe more like this. Cool. Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, I just my advice is either what I did was I just looked on. You probably did the same. You just look on Instagram. They'll have like a whole bunch of them. That's how I just found it really quick. And yeah, the past ones have been pretty cool. Like I think I showed last time, but there's some new people, so I'll show some of the dragons I did last year. Let's see. I can find them really quick. Okay, we're in here, I think. Are you my friends? Oh yeah, here's one. I didn't show this one yesterday. This was... Yeah, that one was fun. Yeah, there's that one, and then I did, where's some of the other ones? Well, that wasn't the dragon, that was more... Maybe this is the wrong spot. Oh, I know where they are. That's not from last year, that's from the year before, I think. Like... Yeah, there was the magpie. Yeah, 2025, yeah. Yeah, so that one came out pretty good. I'm thinking this guy's gonna, instead of feathers, it's gonna have the entire, these are gonna be like branches, and it's gonna have like just leaves coming off of its wings. Kinda. Like so. Still haven't seen that live How to Train Your Dragon, but I heard it was good. I mean, really all I wanted to hear was that it was loyal to the original, and that's what everyone's saying, so... Because the designs in the original were really good. Oh, you should... Honestly, people on Instagram are pretty... Either you don't see anything at first, or people are positive. I have yet to get any real... I've never seen negative. So, and trust me, my stuff going back, it was pretty rough at the beginning, because I was trying to do I was trying to teach myself to draw with gouache, and I'm still kind of rusty with it. It's... Like the underdrawing with the pencil's okay, but then I try and do the gouache and it's like, oh no, what a mess. Because it was challenges like this that got me into like posting online. Actually, it was actually Mermaid, but once I found out about this after doing Mermaid, I was like, oh, I gotta do this one too. Let me just check something. I have an idea. Yeah, it is. Oops, 1 second. Do 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 do. There we go. I'm just gonna check, see if I can do something. Cause probably not, but. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, dragons are just fun because what I like to do is I found some people that were doing things like using like marine animals for some of their designs and other stuff like that. So wait a minute, I got an idea. Why am I not? Oops, sorry. Just trying to see if I can do something really quick. Sorry. It's going to take a second. If it lets me. What? There we go. Sorry. Let's see if I can do something here. I sort of try something out. Oh, okay. Darn. Not what I wanted, sorry. Never mind. Just checking something out, but I'll look into that though, because I was gonna suggest I was gonna try and open you up so you could share links, but I'm still not quite sure how to do that. Wait. Maybe I can change it in here. Sorry, I just want to make... If I can get this to work, then... And I'll look it up later. Sorry, I don't want to waste too much of everyone's time. Okay. Anyway, okay. Let's get back to work. Back to work. But yeah, there's a couple different things that you can do this month. Like there's Dogist, I guess, is one where you just draw dogs, and the only thing that would make me do that is if I could do like dogs based around like action movies or something might be kind of fun, or like something where like you add a theme to them, because just drawing like average everyday dogs by themselves doesn't seem to, unless I get really good at drawing dogs, that wouldn't be very like a good advertisement for dogs, and it would only make them look worse. But there's also like, I mean, you could always just draw this in your style as well. Those are always fun. I was thinking about doing one of those later. About maybe next week I might do that. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, there's certain ones. I mean, there's a couple different things there's certain challenges I avoid, but I thought this one was kind of fun. This Kaijun I tried last year and I got a few done, but I didn't do that this year because I was busy with other stuff. But so if any of you participate in art fight, because I'm looking online and I'm seeing a lot of people who are like treating it like it's like this like great battle that they endured, and I'm like, guys, it was just fun. Let's just like, I mean, I'm sure for some people like they put a lot of pressure on themselves, or like they had stuff with their channel where they were just like really pushing for a certain amount. But since it's my first year doing it, it's like my first time doing an art challenge, I never put high expectations on it, because I'm like, this might not even be for me. So I came into it like, I think at first I was just like, I want to just draw some new artists that I haven't met. I want to draw some of their art, and then which I found some pretty cool characters that way. And later I was like, it'd be kind of smart to try and network as well, and that didn't work so well. So, but at least I found some cool artists. So some people are just like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the amount I wanted in that time. Or they're like, I only got this like in less than 5 or something, and I'm like, maybe you're busier than some of the other people, or maybe like you just it's like, or next year you'll make more. It's my advice for anyone who's feeling dismayed, like, because I had fun. I knew I wasn't gonna make it. The way I was drawing, I knew I wasn't gonna make it to 10. Like if I had made some portraits, I might have been able to go over 10. Hello! Thanks for joining us. I'm doing some art challenges, so I'm doing the Smaugust, and this one's a dragon based around a tree, and I thought it'd be fun to do a maple tree, so I'm giving him kind of like an axolotl kind of look. Let's see, I gotta make these wings a little. I'll fix these wings as I go along, but. But I was just saying how like some people are some people are a little bit more upset about how much they drew for Art Fight this year than others, and I was just saying, just be happy, be proud of yourself that you did it. So, like, I totally understand that feeling, but I just want people to know that they're anyone who tries out for that, it's a lot, so you deserve congratulations and a pat on the back. It's like, I'm sure we're all anyone who tried it has a little bit of burnout. It's this essentially it's like you're gifting each other art, but you're on two different teams, and as the month goes on, you're graded on a. They have like this like scoring system where like you get a certain amount of points for doing like just a headshot or like a tiny little portrait, and then or a half body drawing or like a full body drawing, and then you get extra points for things like putting work into like a background, and there's even like extra bonus points for doing adding polish. Hey, no problem. I didn't really understand it at all. So, I mean, when I heard art fight, I thought it meant like my characters had to literally like I had to draw my character like punching their character, and then they would respond by making their character do like kick my character or something. But turns out you don't have to do that. So I was like, okay, in that case, yeah, I'll do it because some of my characters are more like fighter types, but I'm like, but some of them are. I don't really want to see get like punched by someone's like half like werewolf OC or something. Like the main character of my comic, I don't want her getting like beat up by some random other artist. I'm allowed to put her through tough times, but no one else. It's my creation. That's very true. Yes. Yeah. And I did do that for one of them. Actually, it was for Art Ninja, who's been on here, who was on here Wednesday. So, because I almost did the last drawing. I almost did one of my characters in that drawing, but you can also do like two of their characters. But I did have one final drawing I was gonna do that had two characters, but it was the 30th, and I was just like, that's cool. No, I've had artist friends who just do that. That's a skill in itself, and it can be really interesting. Like I had this one friend, she could just draw with graphite in a way where like she did this one drawing where it was like a giant pencil, and she like graded it and it made it look so real. Like I was pretty impressed. And do you do any like plein air paint drawing or painting? Because I'd like to do that this summer while it's nice out. Maybe go over I have a park near me. I could go there and just try and draw for a little while. Because I used to do that. Just go out into nature and draw some trees and some... The wrong... Why? Where's he? You mean like the next? You mean like his spine's off, or? Because I'll probably move that stuff around. Yeah. Because he's actually looking. He's not supposed to be looking at you. He might be looking down here actually. Even, is what I might have him. Oh, I know. He's. I saw that too. Where this one should be more up here. If this one's here. I was just roughing. This is still like another rough layer because I was just trying to think out like where everything was gonna go. But you're right. That one would be there probably since that one's there. So. That one is kind of high, actually. If you want next one. Yeah, no, I get it. You're good. It's also, I mean, it's a dragon based around a tree. It's gonna be funky. I appreciate the tip, but this is gonna look weird no matter how you slice it. Yeah, like I know, like the leaves are just placeholders. They're supposed to look kind of weird at the moment because they're just there to remind me that that's what we're gonna put leaves. Bum 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 bum. See, but that's the only thing I don't like about that. But I guess I can always raise this shoulder. Except now the wings in the way. Yeah, let's clean this up. I'm having trouble. You know what would also help is turning this just off because I don't need it anymore. I'm not using it for reference. So. do, 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 do. Yeah. Oh, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, that's how I started out. Let's get this. I got an idea. Nope, wrong layer. There. Start cleaning this up a little bit more. This is easier than switching between the erase tool and the brush tool, is to just use the clear option on the brush tool. Then you get, but then you gotta remember it's changed back. You know, I'm gonna go right into the fun part because this is supposed to be an autumn dragon. I'm gonna give him color. Do, do, do. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. I was just cleaning. Yeah, I was admittedly rushing into that. I know, but oops, I get this out of here. It's just in my way. You know. I mean, it also doesn't help that I have no that. I kind of ran at the last minute, decided to do this, so I don't have really. I'm grabbing reference as I'm streaming. So normally I would have like a bunch of pictures ready for a drawing if I was doing something that I'm not used to, but which is, I mean, a good thing for any artist to do, really. So. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I did the body. Honestly, I shouldn't have. I went against what I normally do. Usually with humans, I draw the body first. But this time, for some reason, I was just. I really wanted to get the play around with the head, so I started with that. But yeah, I'm just yeah. Well, yeah, and I don't draw. Yeah, I don't draw animals as much as I draw people, so that's the whole reason thing that got me into Smaugust and some other these other animal-based ones is to just try and push myself out of that comfort zone. Also, they might show up in the comic I'm working on, so it's good to might be good to know how to draw them. Yeah, it's enough. I mean, it depends. Yeah, I mean, some people just do do passes before they worry about I mean, it might be a bad drawing. You know, you don't want to keep going with a character if it's a bad concept, and that's usually why people will just work on the face, and then they'll be like, "Well, this isn't a good character, so never mind." But after that, possibly. I mean, it depends on the style too. Or some people have certain things they do just because of their workflow. Well, the other reason it doesn't have much detail is because manga, in many cases, have to be done in a week. You don't have time to to draw an entire, like, a perfect character every time unless you're like, unless you have a very big team. And usually it's like, they're pretty small, at least at first. I mean, the bigger one, some of the bigger shonen out there obviously have a lot, like Naruto, but other shows not so much. So they kind of have to like rely on the fact that they have to pretty much play with their strengths on the art itself. And that's kind of also why a lot of anime looks the same. That's the first one I've seen. Why is it doing that now? Oh no, what's going on now? I can't win. Because the last one I saw of yours was the, that you can still look at, I think you could still look at it, comment, but, yeah. So I don't know what happened there. That's strange. Did something happen on your side with your internet connection, maybe? Because I didn't do anything with the settings, so it shouldn't have changed for you on my side. That's weird. Yeah, that was fine. I don't know why I did anything there. I don't need my hard carapace, actually. It looks bark-like. Oh, thanks. Let's see. I'll check it out. Purple Phantom. Okay. Wait a second. Check this out really quick. Oops, not that. Cool. Purple Phantom. Search. Did I spell it wrong? Oh. It's a U. I spelled it wrong. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's here. Ah, cool. I think this is, yeah. Got like you got this devil woman with this. Nice. Okay. And this cool, like, huh, 265. Huh. Like a dog. Neat. I like, these are cool. That last one has a lot of energy, and I like that a lot. The rabbit eating the sandwich, or the, is that a sandwich? I think that's a sandwich, right? Or a treat. It's some kind of treat. Yeah. Yeah, that one looks really... Definitely have a wide... That's really cool. Yeah, it seems kind of like me, but you put in a wide... A variety of your stuff. It's like, I tried to just... Like, at first I wasn't even going to put my comic characters in Art Fight, because that was back when before I read the rules and realized it's more about art gifting. And then I was like, okay, it's fine as long as they put rules on my comic characters. I don't mind other people drawing them. So it doesn't look as good with leaves on it. Dun, 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 doo, 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 doo. Yeah, that one looks. I can then in that case I can really see the growth. I had a feeling when I was looking at that one. I'm like, it's just like looking at my old stuff where I'm like, I had the same thing with like perspective and everything, and then all of a sudden, bam, I got it. And I started to get like a better perspective in some of my character drawings. That's too far off. I would still want to have that like tree kind of look to it. So yeah, very true. That is a big jump. Like I look back on my Instagram and I 2 years and it's quite different. I think it's also you just get more as you draw more, you get more focused on what you like to draw. So like your style kind of sharpens around the hat. Yeah, you should. Like I said, I only I knew I wasn't gonna get past 10, honestly, and well, maybe I can next year. Now that I know about that, just that it's faster to do half bodies, or I might do more just line art because I think the problem was I tried to color everything, and I should reserve color for like maybe a couple here and there, but like do the majority just in black and white. I don't know though. Or maybe just duotone actually. Yeah, just do like duotone. Hips there, so the front of its leg. Back. Okay. Oh, for sure. Me too. I really like it too. So I would say like just yeah. Yeah, just have fun, honestly. Like that's what I did. I didn't care that like I mean everyone had there's so many people I talked to where they're like, yeah, I did like 30, and I'm just like, how? And then I realized, well, some of them because it's just because they stream all day, or for like they can stream for like 7 hours, and I don't have 7 hours. Not really. Not after work and everything. So I'm working to try and add more time certain ways, but it's that's quite an order to fill. Like 7 extra hours in your day. Yeesh. Because I think my record so far with on a stream was actually because I went straight from drawing to gaming. I think one session. And we were just beating that game that night, so I was determined to keep going. Yeah, I've seen some of these, like... Oh, wow, yeah. See, that's what I should do. I should just do sketches, because, like, for some of them... Like, maybe I'll do, like, people I know, I'll do, or people with... I don't know. I'll figure a way out. I have a year to figure it out. But it was still fun. I mean, I still got to. I found a bunch of new people that I would have found because Instagram is just a kind of a chaotic place, and it's hard to find people even if they draw the same thing as you. I was gonna do something else today too. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll move to that soon. See if this. Were they and were there? Do you know if their sketches were were just headshots, or were they full body? Because I mean, I could see maybe doing like. I mean, it depends on the style too. Like, some people could just have their style down really quick, so I like they could do 100 easily. Huh. I mean, that's too bad. I mean, it's really all I would say is like, it's just I don't get the pointing system anyway. I mean, I know that like they're watching for certain things, and it's just unfortunate that some people that want to play get punished because other people try and just spam. And in her case, I can't say for sure, but if she really genuinely wanted to make art for those people, then it's kind of unfair not to give them, a person like that, points. I mean, sometimes I heard things about people that were making things that were just like, really, why are you drawing this? But yeah, but if they really wanted to draw for people, then that's a different story. 'Cause... But that just goes back to my whole, I don't get why that was what the part that the people... I don't really get that, why people were competitive about that part. Because, honestly, especially because, like, I was looking at the scores, and they barely ever moved. Like, I know that there's, like, some kind of, like, algorithm, or, like, some kind of mathematical thing they do to figure out how those points work, but, like... Clearly, whatever it is, it even if you score like over 100 points, it's just gonna be like not even a drop in like a swimming pool. Like it's an infinitesimal amount that it will shift the scales. I guess they thought maybe more people were gonna be involved, or I don't know. Oh no, that's okay. I mean, hey, we're all on different points in our path. I drew someone's. I almost drew someone's that was pretty early on too. But that's what I mean by like it's a shame that someone who just wanted to play along got punished because there are people that were spamming for points, which don't matter. It's about the friends we make along the way. The most fun I had was aside from getting to play around with someone's characters, is learning the lore of those characters, because I always like to hear that kind of stuff. Or even just to help them try and develop it more if they had it, but it was kind of like not fully realized. Like I gave out some pointers, but now we do it on time. Let's do. I think the one thing that's difficult about some of these art challenges, though, is that, like, I mean, Inktober's easy because yeah, exactly. And Kingdom Hearts is light. But I was just saying how, like, I'm looking at, like, you probably saw this too. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 10. There's so many lists to choose from that, like, I guess you just find your favorite artists at this rate, because, like, it's... I'll have to do some more research and see if anyone I know has actually made a list, because at this rate, yeah, I'm looking at like 15 lists already. That's a lot. I chose some that were like shorter lists because I know I can't do 30 drawings anyways if I'm going to color them. Like, but I might kind of bounce between them, so we'll see. I was gonna per person because I'm like a deer would not let a dragon walk that close to it. I'll think about it. It's always fun to have a little bit of a story sometimes. Like that drawing I saw with your character. Like seeing stuff like that's pretty cool. I think that's what's pushed me to try and draw more backgrounds, honestly, is just because it adds to the story. Even if it's not perfect, at least it's something in the background so that your character's not just in a void. Or like that. Do you think you're going to redraw any of those ones? Okay, sorry. I was going to say, I was wondering if you were going to redraw some of those art fights. Because, like, I've done that before, and that can be fun. Let's just save this as a dragon. I did not save this yet because no one told. No one scolded me. Okay. Okay. Maybe. What other art challenges are there? Just I can't remember. Well, I did have that list, but I can just do this too. Oops. Nope. There. Getting some light in the studio would help me because it's like pitch black. Let's see. Art Challenge 2025. Let's see what we got going on. Oh yeah, there's the creator challenges, and there's like Smaugust, there's August. SA. That didn't do anything. Lumi Drogist? Oh, okay. That would be fun to do with my characters. I might do something like that. It would be kind of cool. Let's see what else. I don't know what that is, but it's not what I want to do. Smog Circle? Oh, it's a different thing. It's just a... Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. This is one of the ones I saw some drawings for already. So this is a possibility too, but maybe. Just checking out. Sorry, just checking out some of these art challenges really quick. What's this one? Okay, well, I don't know what that is. That's weird. When pigs swim. What's that? Hey, I was just looking at some art challenges for August to see if there's anything I missed. But where's the second half of this? Huh. I lost half my list. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there's just one called, because there's Smaugust. That doesn't even really. That doesn't really work, but I'm never calm. Let's see, huh. Nah. I'd have to look through some of these because some of them might be okay, but yeah, I'd have to check, and I don't want to just be sitting here ho humming the entire. I do want to see what Draugust is actually, because yeah, there's some people that might have good Draugust lists. Maybe. Because there's Draugust as well, which might be kind of fun to do with my my villain character. Draugust. Yeah, Draugust might be good. There's a few lists here that might be kind of cool, but I'm so tired of this. But let's see what I think. Yeah, let's work on. I'm gonna work on some of the. Whoops. What was I doing? Not that. Wait, is this a new? Cancel. This was an extra page I did that was. I'm not sure if I need. It was like a bit of the. It just sounds familiar, doesn't it? I mean, maybe your friend, or maybe someone did something in that one. Because I swear I've seen stuff in it. Well, like someone try that before, but. Oh, that's cool. I forgot I did that. I like that. He's got lightning going up through his body. Just gonna fix his arm here, though. I think it's kind of off. Yeah, it is. Actually, it might look just fine if I just do that. It doesn't need to be art. Cleaning him up a little bit because he's. Yeah. Take a break and do some of this, and then I'll move into doing some of the art channel stuff. Like, I'll move this. I think after this, it would be fun to do some work on. Well, there's the list that I was talking about with. There's Draugust. That might be fun. It's a lot, but like sometimes what I did is if it's if it seems like a lot, then I'll just grab what I think I can get done in the week and put it all into one drawing. Like I'll try and include a couple different words at once. I think I did that with Inktober one time. This one might be fun, but I'm not really out of context. I don't know what these mean really. Like some of them I can make a drawing for, but some of them I'm like, wait, what is that? What is even the like? I guess I could see. Yeah, that one might be kind of fun. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna work on this one too. I forgot. So I'll finish this one up actually because it needs to be cleaned up. Right? That's true too. I honestly just take what I want, really. it's it's really just for the experience of being part of a group activity. So, and no one's telling you that you have to do all of it. Like I remember that was the biggest thing that like everyone was like so apprehensive or just like so like nervous about Inktober. But I listened to his podcast and he's like, just do what you want. It's like, yeah, there's no like, this isn't like graded homework, guys. It's like, just draw exactly what you want to draw and put it up there. I mean, the chances of him getting to see it even are pretty slim, so it's not like you have to worry about upsetting the creator of the activity. Yeah, and there's some I think on that Brush Warriors page I talked about there's also there's some links to word generators so you can use them for like everything from like coming up with scenarios for drawings or like for writing. Like it'll just be like it'll just put some characters in a setting for you, and if you then you can just draw them. That I used to do that with my when I drew with my friend on Instagram. We would like do these like sentence challenges where we would it would give us like one sentence to of like a scene, and we had to draw that scene, and it was fun. It was very challenging. Oh, that's yeah, very true. That's a good way of 100%. That's how the majority of people should think. Cause like I know that, yeah. One second, I just gotta go get something. I'll be right back. Cool. Okay. Back to work. Got a paper. Paper for a snack. Yum. See, this panel I'm having a little trouble with. I think not just because of the anatomy, which is wrong right now and I need to fix, but it's more the storytelling I'm trying to figure out. Cause, oops, yeah. Let's get that lower. I'm gonna redraw it one more time just to see if I can clean it up. So I like her. I think she should be closer. Actually, is the other thing. Like she should be right in her face. Like she looks good, but it's the other one that should be like right here, kind of like. I just need to figure out how she's going to be there, because she's coming down on the spear. I might make it so she actually just purposely hit her with the staff part of it, actually. Like, managed to just get her in the shoulder. And the chest, kind of like, bam. It doesn't really. The kick was cooler though. I kind of like the kick. But I'm kind of stuck now because I got a spear in her arm. So, I mean, she's riding it. So unless if I got rid of this panel and had her jump off of it or something, then maybe that would work. You can also make. I'm trying to think what I did. I've done like a couple challenges where there's other challenges too that you could do if you really wanted to improve it, like anatomy. I think there's like one called like 100 faces that you can do. Still keep it. Maybe she's. Or maybe I can just keep like the energy of that leg being there, kind of like she isn't. She's not using it to kick, but she's kind of just like sprawled out, kind of like. I mean, that one character you drew proves that you can draw a face. I mean, it doesn't have to be a human face. You could do 100 faces of that character, or like you could do a character sheet for that character of like just in different expressions and maybe even like different situations, stuff like that. That kind of looks better. Plus, there's I mean, if you wanted to practice, I mean, there's a whole bunch of really great artists that like tackle drawing faces in various ways. Like there's the Loomis technique, and Loomis is a really great artist. And then there's like Then or you could just look at like digital artists you like. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's draw from life and also like just study anatomy from like various like study how to draw actual people before you try and draw anime characters. And that's kind of what we were saying earlier, kind of. Well, to a degree. It's good to have knowledge of that before you go and do that, because, like, I mean, I remember Hayao Miyazaki always used to say, like, he didn't want artists that just only could draw, like, just anime characters, because he's like, we're telling a story here, and this is the style, but that doesn't mean you get away with, like, just using shortcuts. You gotta know how to draw a person. You gotta know how to draw, like, for, like, when they did Spirited Away, he's like, the dragon kind of resembles a snake, so you need to know how a snake moves. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, it's essentially just like a circle. You kind of just like make that, and then you kind of extend a chin down, and then you can do that. Do like that. That's just rough, really quick, but. But it's proof that there is some math. There's some math in art, and that's one of them is like using that ratio to like set up the face correctly, because like you can't have the eyes like I can't draw the eyes like this. Because that's too close together. There needs to be like practically another eye right there in between them. Maybe. Maybe she did actually kind of block the kick, but then the staff hit her after she blocked it. I mean, hands don't ever get easier. I hate to say it. I mean, like, understanding the principles of, like, what they should be does, but, like, I always have to draw them a few times before I get them right. Or sometimes you just cheat. You just do a pose that, like this one where it's, like... Plus, you can always just clean things up later on. Yeah, I don't mind redoing something if I have to. Yeah. Aren't we? Yeah, we're Trust me, compared to the people that I look at, I'm bad at this too. But they're nice, and they always tell me not to compare too much. Because I get that whole part where it's like you, especially if you're trying to make this like, even if it's a hobby, it's you still want to like be at a level. True. The only difficult part comes that when it's like you're drawing. I guess it once you kind of understand the principles of the shape, it's easier. Because like foreshortening in fingers can be difficult sometimes, especially when I'm trying to do like panels where she's playing the guitar without any reference. Like I'm trying to just come up with. Although I'm just gonna look up videos of people playing to find like positions on her guitar for like casting spells. Like, oops. Trying to again. Yeah, I figured these two when I made these two characters, I wasn't sure about them, but then I immediately had an idea of how to make them work. Where they're both really highly durable, so like they were the perfect two characters to show like how strong these characters are, how strong Richard is, and how new to fighting. Well, how June's never been in a fight, so. Like she's been trained by her father in self-defense, but it's very different when someone's coming at you at like 20 miles an hour on a. Yeah. Yeah, like this character, she's more impulsive and more, which is why she's just jumping down in like the other guy was kind of just trying to survey the scene and figure out if this is the right person. And meanwhile, like, and he just called her in for a little support, but she goes like all out on the first strike, and he's like, "I didn't mean for you to like to do that much damage." Oops. Sorry, one sec. You know, yeah. Sorry, for some reason Streamlabs, because the menu's smaller, it condenses and like. Let's see if I can fix. Oh, that fixed it. Never mind. It was just a little bit too small, so it was clipping the sentences. So I'm like, wait, what? And I had to go back. I went into my window that has actually the YouTube playing because it's not clipped there. But then I just went back over and did that, and now I can read it fine. So yay, learning. I think your head is. I can fix that. I'll fix it. It's a little big. Let me shrink this down a little. Yeah. There we go. She, because they're pretty much neck and neck right here. Like they're right next. She's right in front of her, so she wouldn't be that much different in size. Yeah, she's kind of like impulsive, like in that she's just like she's the one that like starts fights all the time that he has to get them out of, sometimes because she's got a lot of hot buttons and just like wants to like maybe she feels like she has a lot to prove too. Main character, this character's June is not really. I wouldn't say she's really impulsive. She's more. I mean, she'll take chances sometimes, but she's more just. She knows that she doesn't know things, so if she's in a situation like this, then she just kind of tries to default to like what her father taught her, and that's all she can rely on right now. How to take a blow to the face. Check. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, was he in art fight, or is this on Instagram? I can look that up on Instagram. Let's see. Wait a minute, I think I know that name. I swear that sounds familiar. Is that... Oh wait, hold on. I can't... Maybe this one? No, there's nothing on that one. Guys, why are you doing this to me? Yeah, no, I think I've seen those. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, here we go. Found it. Yeah, okay. How did I not? Oh, because... Wow, that's it? I mean, not in a bad way, but I'm just surprised because, yeah, deserves more attention. I mean, like, yeah, he draws all these, like, really big... Like, he's got, like Shy Lily here. Like, that's... Yeah, I like his art. He's really got a nice style. So that's a good person to learn from. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit more. Yeah, the tricky thing with this one is I'm also trying to just think story-wise what I want to have happen in this panel. So that's when it comes to making a comic, that's the other problem you have sometimes, is if you're like kind of like, I'm just workshopping a couple different ideas right now with what I want this character to be doing. I'm like, maybe she's... Because originally she was just flat out, like, the original drawing had her just like... Oh, cool. Yeah, originally I had her like flat out kicking her, and like it looked like it was she caught her under the jaw, but I thought that was a little too severe, so I moved it to be a side shot, and now I'm moving it to be like she slammed her body with the staff, and it knocks her to the ground, and that's what wins her. Like knocks the wind out of her. But, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm trying to learn that. I mean, I'm on a project, but I'm very new to storyboarding in general, so I'm trying to get better. But I've looked into some courses online too. There's some really good. There's some people that are like on like Skillshare and stuff, and they're from like Pixar, and they've done work with like Sony and other places. So I've looked at a few of those. I might now that Art Fight's over, maybe I might go back to trying to do some of those too. But that's what I was doing with the originally with the animatic was just going to be like I was storyboarding it out first, and then I was going to do that. But now I'm let's close some of these things. I got too many windows open. Close this window. Close this window. But yeah, I was just trying to make it like it. Here it is. Yeah, I'm trying to do a tell the origin story of my character here, so maybe work on this actually, because maybe not. Now you know what I'll do. I do have storyboards for this. Let's look. I'll show you those too. They're in here. Here it is. Yeah, here's the animatic I was working on, where it's like very loose right now, but it's like just him telling it's like I even have the rough like idea of what happens here. Yeah. Yeah, like I have another artist you might, I don't know if you, alright, I know I have, it's like I'll look her up really quick because she's on my of course now your stuff's not going to show up because YouTube likes to just hide things from me when I want them, and then not when I need them. Let's see. There's a bunch. Like there's like yeah, like Jeff Lafferty is just fun to see. Look at his stuff. But who was I thinking of? I'll think of it later. Probably it'll come to me like. One thing that really inspired me, art for my drawings, style-wise, was Ross Draws, but mainly because I really liked his color, like that. Looking at how he did color, really made me like push myself to like really make colors pop. Because I know some people criticize him for using reference, but I'm like, that's not why I was watching him anyway, so for me that's not as big of an issue. I guess if you bought his art, though, I could see why you might be a little bit annoyed. But maybe she... Yeah, she like I'll put her arm. Oops, I'm gonna lower this. She kind of caught it, but it still obviously really hurt. So, like she lowered the impact, but it still hit her pretty hard. I gotta get rid of this. Her arm wouldn't be that high. Maybe I have an idea. I want to try something else. Do, do, do. Yeah, very true. Because that wasn't even actually that was only just starting to be a thing back then. But yeah, no, he. It's funny though because like he's not the only one that's ever done that. Like, there's plenty of artists that use reference and they like literally draw the reference. Like he's not the first artist I've seen do that. I've seen Marvel artists that have done that, and no one really realized till much later that they were doing it. That might be better showing it that way, because then you see it actually hitting. So I might do that. Yeah. It's much more visceral. Ew, that makes my shoulders. Ow. Let's clean up all this. Well, we don't. Oh, because I have the shit. I see. Yeah, like there's because there's. Let's see if I can. There's so many that are out there that are like that have, and sometimes I just like. There's obviously not enough time in the day to find it, like every little bit of information from everyone. But sometimes if you like a specific thing about like an artist, I like to look up tutorials and see if they've done like something to explain how they do a certain part of their style, or I just will try and watch them enough to try and pick it up if they don't. Let's see. Yeah, I did. But now I can see actually what I was just gonna see if I could find it really quick. I mean, Adam Duff is really like I listen to his stuff sometimes. I started listening to his podcast again more recently. And Don Corgi, she has a art thing that I was involved with for a little while. I like his new drawing. That's cool. Sorry, just. Yeah, and there's a couple people I watch for just like business advice, and others for like just watching trends in art. And there used to be, there used to be more like like people that were doing like figure drawing. Used to be a thing more that happened more often on YouTube before their standards got stricter, which is weird because you have to prove you're an adult anyway. But I guess there's ways around that, so they just decided to only allow people if they were going to do like clothed, which is fine. It's still useful. Sorry, I guess I don't. Yeah, I lost it. Oh, Bobby Chiu as well. Yeah, he's really Bobby Chiu's stuff is awesome. He did a lot of artwork for like. Oh yeah, I was already subscribed to him here to Line Sensei. I thought I was, but yeah, Bobby Chu did some work for various studios. Like he was involved in that Alice in One, the Return to Oz. Well, I think it was called like the one with Johnny Depp. He did the art for that. There. So. Why are you doing that? Oh, because I'm in the wrong layer. That might help. Let's see if I can find. But that's kind of the one thing I like the most about especially with like these new a lot of animators are popping up now more than ever. So it's kind of fun seeing like all these different animators that are showing off their work, and they're much more vocal than they used to be. So, or it just feels like it anyway. Or other people are cheering or promoting them better too, so it's easier to find them than it used to be. Yeah. Because like before, like for instance, like Brian Froud. Okay, I'll look into that. Brian Froud. I bet I already have this, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, that's a great recommendation. I'll look into that because, like, I mean, my book's all about the fairy realm, so that'll be really helpful. Thanks. Because it's always kind of tricky finding all the information I can for this comic. Like, I mean, fairy folklore is like all over the place. Like, obviously, but it's even within like Celtic mythology. It's Celtic folklore. It's like pretty varied, and like sources are kind of like buy this book to find out more, and I'm just like, but I just want to know. Can't you just tell me? Yeah, no, I really thanks, because that's I'll definitely check that out after stream, because I mean it's just fun to listen to that stuff too, like hear about like people talk about like the different kind of stories that are involved in fairy folklore. I always just thought it was kind of interesting because like it seems like there's some that we just are afraid to tell anymore. Like I mean, I guess because there's like the bummer stories, kind of. I thought I saw. Yeah, it looks. I caught like. I was looking at this style and I'm like, that definitely looks like Dark Crystal, kind. I think he made the. Didn't he draw the book of that had all the lore in it? I can't remember. I could have sworn there was, or maybe I'm thinking of a comic, but I could have sworn there was like a book that explained everything about like some of the lore before, and it came out right before the series, the new series came out, or newer series. But Oh yeah, I'll have to check that out. I swear that one draw like the thumbnail instantly made me remember that because I've been looking for any information I can on like fairy folklore. But yeah, what I was saying about like the kind of bummer stories, like for instance, like I think a good example would be the original story for that Frozen is based off of has a bummer ending. It doesn't have a happily ever after. It has a boy goes missing ending. So yeah, I can see why they wanted to go away from her being bad. Plus that song, when they realized once they did that song that it's like we can't make this the villain. Which is funny because Disney's had villains with good songs before, like Scar, and it's not like that changed who he was. But I guess it's just more about like what's involved in the story. Kind of makes her sound like she's more sympathetic. So, whereas Scar's was like, "I'm evil. This is the song about me being evil." You know what? I'm just gonna use a bigger brush. Oh yeah, I love his books. I need to read more of them. I keep it's in my list of things to read this year. Is the oh what is that Mort? I really want to read Mort. Because Death's daughter is really funny, and so is Death. Honestly, like in the Color of Magic, that was a really funny way to introduce Death as as a being in this universe, where it's just like, yeah, so these wolves are gonna get you, but they're not really supposed to. Like, you're supposed to kind of get like taken out in that city over there, and it's gonna happen. So you could save me a lot of time if you just get out of that tree right now and change fate. And he's like, no! Like, go away! Like, fine. See, that's not enough oomph yet. I add more oomph. So like bent, kind of like it. Yeah. Oh, cool! I'll look at those up too. He was friends with or he did some books with Neil Gaiman as well, and like um, well, like that one what's it called Good Omens, which I mean they made a TV show about. So she's winding up. She'd probably be more like this. Yeah. I wonder if he's ever... I heard rumors that he was going to make Graveyard Book into a movie, but... I'm not sure what's going to happen with that now. Like, I know they didn't even finish Sandman, so I don't think they did. I think that might be starting back up again, though. But I didn't, and I read some of the Postman. Oh gosh, what was it called? Postmaster or Postman, I think. And then I watched the movie. Actually, one of the movies that was really good was Hogfather. Like that was really fun. With what was it, Mr. Tea Time? such a dark. I mean, he's an assassin, but like that's like a really creepy dude. That makes me think of like one of Matt Mercer's kind of characters, where he makes like these like guys who are just like, you just want them to be. You both love hearing him do the voices for them, but you also are like, wow, that's creepy. And in the new campaign, in Umbra, Liam O'Brien decided to make a character that was like that too. Kind of like a dark voice like this. And very creepy. Kind of what I imagined for my villain character, where he's like this like recluse that, in his case, not so much a choice because he was like exiled to another dimension, but he's been there long enough that he just sees it as like he's his own place, and he's like, yeah, whatever. She's like whipped it down. That's what I'm trying to show. That arm still looks wrong, but this one, that looks kind of cool. So. Huh. That's interesting. Huh. Have you read any of Patrick Rothfuss's books, like the Old Man's Fear or Name of the Wind? Because he has fairies in that too. It's pretty good. Yeah. True. Yeah. I think that's just one of those things that as history time goes along, people like add more and kind of like it starts to change a little, because like people started to say like you could run into a Dullahan on a bad day, and like that would be like, it depended. Sometimes it was bad luck, sometimes it was like an imminent sign of death, so you never know. It's kind of like the mood of the person who like created that new part of the tradition, I guess. It's like, yeah, there's because like you said, that's more what it used to be, and then they kind of changed it as time went on. And it's kind of interesting, that thing about sirens, because I've seen that go the other way now, where like people are making. I mean, there's so many shows. There were a couple shows that came out a few years ago where like mermaids were dangerous. Like they were, they acted more like, I get, not really like sirens either though, because sirens don't really, to my knowledge, like they usually don't directly attack. They usually like wait for someone to get injured, like a ship. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that better, where she's just like cracks the shoulder right into the shoulder. Yeah, she definitely did some like severe damage there. Like I might show on the next page. With the force. But still, yeah, probably. Like, or at least maybe like a broken, maybe it's low. Either way. Kind of like making the staff kind of bend even a little bit. It's better than what it was before, because before it was a knee to the face, and she is. Or at least, or she could still be in the fight. Like if he didn't block that werewolf punching him to the face, this fairy like this guy's stuff is really great, and I'm really excited to look more into a Brian Froud, like all that stuff. So thanks a lot, and have a great night. I'm probably gonna call it soon too. It's 2.5 hours, so. I might stand for like a half hour longer, and that's it. But have a great weekend. I'm trying to figure things out so I can stream more. But for now, I'm just gonna like do it back, and I'm gonna try and add another day. So I'll have the schedule up soon. They don't know who June is. Oops. I'm tired. I don't know why I didn't think to do this sooner. I just flattened the two images together. I'm like, why didn't I do that sooner? That would have sped this drawing up so much more. Oh boy. Oh, I have an idea of how, and this can help explain why she doesn't have a broken collarbone. Because she blocked it slightly with her guitar. That could be kind of cool. Like she kind of like it took most of the impact, but she doesn't realize how much of it blocked. The pixie girl doesn't know. Like she really thinks she got one up on this this witch. Evil. But she didn't. Yeah, she used it like almost like a like impulsively. She kind of put it in the way, so it's gonna catch some of that. This is the second time already I've knocked her off her feet. Maybe I should be a little... But then again, this is the beginning of the comic. She's still learning that how little she knows about all this stuff, and like as it goes along, she's going to become much more skilled and be smarter about what the kind of fight she gets into. I mean, this one she didn't have a choice, but when she does, she'll be more careful in the future because she knows how they could end if she's not prepared. She has I forgot she has boots on. Here. Yeah, I like this better. She did manage to block some of it. That probably has way too many frets, but it just looks cool. So I'll say that some of them are... It's Fey magic, so that you need more. I don't know. I'll have to make a reference so that I'm drawing the same amount though, because I find myself and we'll see. Maybe that'll be just a fun thing I make so people can notice between the panels. But it would be a good idea to maybe make a reference so that I'm a little more consistent with how many of those there are, the frets. So fret not. Hard to just locate everything though. Might have to do like an underdrawing of everyone just to make sure that the links are where they need to be and everything. But I'll have to wait for another time. Also, I'm going to definitely get rid of some of this hair because I don't want this many lines here. Yeah. Some of them look good though, but I don't want too many. Yeah, I like that. It looked a little too thick there. So I think I'm gonna call it here. Yeah. This is a good place to call it. Thanks for dropping by, everyone. I'm gonna be oops. I'll be drawing. I'm gonna try and increase how much I draw. I'm gonna make an announcement about it though. So unless I say otherwise, it probably will be. I'll try and do Monday, but it's just gonna be, that's a maybe. But so definitely I'll be back on Wednesday. But I'm gonna make a list of days I draw. And I'm going to try and add Mondays just so that I can, and I'm going to try and also dual stream. So I'm still trying to work that out. So I'll probably play around with that tomorrow. And hopefully if I do figure it out, then I'll be on tomorrow. But if not, then I'll just be on Twitch. So have a wonderful weekend regardless, and yeah, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate the company while I'm drawing.